Hello, I am Luisa Cabal, and I lead the UNAIDS Regional Office for Latin America and the Caribbean. This December 1st, our region gets together to commemorate World AIDS Day. This date represents an opportunity for us to honor those who we have lost to AIDS, their partners, friends, and their families. It is also an opportunity to reflect together on what it takes to end AIDS in this generation. We know what is needed. We have the tools, but we are still failing many people. Every minute, a life is lost to AIDS around the world. This is not fate. We can change it. In Latin America, 1 in 3 people living with HIV today do not have access to life-saving treatment. Basically, the same proportion is observed in the Caribbean. This year, UNAIDS invites everyone to recognize and empower communities and their essential leadership role in addressing the AIDS epidemic. It is communities who know best how to design HIV strategies to reach people most in need of services. In Brazil, non-governmental organization Casa Fonte Colombo, under the umbrella of the Fast Track Cities initiative, trains women living with HIV to provide assistance and ongoing support to other pregnant and breastfeeding women living with HIV. In El Salvador, the project Moveo created spaces for young people who have historically been invisible in decision-making to become protagonists and co-responsible for community welfare, based on their diversity and recognizing their vulnerabilities. Across Venezuela, Guatemala, and the Dominican Republic, we have witnessed community-led monitoring initiatives that have led to better access to HIV services, better use of resources, and community empowerment. Transwave Jamaica's leadership and partnership with the local partners has improved the lives of transgender people through the Trans Health and Wellness Strategy. And throughout the Caribbean, community leaders are joining forces to strike down colonial-era laws that criminalize same-sex relationships. Historically, community-led advocacy in the streets, before the courts and parliaments, pushed the cost of life-saving medicines down almost 400% since 1995. This year, in Colombia, community-led advocacy contributed to another landmark advance in the global push for affordable, universally accessible medicines. The decision by the government to list the ARV dolutegravir as a medicine of public interest will enable the purchase of generic versions. Community advocates had strategized and mobilized to encourage Colombia to take this step, which is projected to markedly lower the medicine price. Communities continue to lead the advocacy to ensure a successful outcome. There is no doubt that community leadership builds societies that contribute, realizing the promise that health is a state of physical, mental, and social well-being. They are the everyday heroes of the AIDS response. This is why this World AIDS Day is not only a moment to honor the leadership of communities. It is a call to action for governments and donors to continue to fully supporting communities' life-saving work and remove the barriers that still stand in their way. Communities are not in the way. They light the way. On this World AIDS Day, let communities lead.